Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal. Early statement here on the road. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say time. O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So score one for Kevin O'Connell. His decision to throw the challenge flag, a good one. Throwing again on second down. Goff Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. Goff on third down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you can ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The next run here early on, it doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Akers fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to...
Touchdown! Jalen Naylor, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Joseph connects on the extra. Now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. first and 10. Goff. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Goff connects with St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Goff. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Brian Asamoah coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On fourth down, Goff to the... Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Darnold. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Darnold. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Chandler on second down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Darnold's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. On second down, it's Gibbs. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes it's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 45 on second down. Goff. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. So it's third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. A gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
That stopped him in his tracks. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Goff looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got a man, it's Tristan Jackson. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Darnold. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 3. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter. contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. On first down, Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 21. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake, and it's Darnold rolling to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and wasn't going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
Trying the power game with Ham. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But Charles, now you... And the ball is knocked out. And this belongs to the Vikings. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Oh, a nice spin. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Second down and 8. Now Darnold. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Detroit's off it. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now Goff on first down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break...
And I think the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or 2 about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And here's Ryan Wright now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Chandler, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Here's Chandler. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Goff now to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Goff. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. So they needed the onside kick, and they got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll work this down inside the 30. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Darnold. Here we go, this to avoid overtime. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet and saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Darnold on 1st down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew. It might have been something that had been working out, and now they got the right matchup.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Goff's pass finds Williams, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A gain there of 21 yards. To the air again, Goff. He's got it. And touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in for Jared Goff.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Patterson now for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see if they can do to prevent a future win from slipping away like this one was.